talk about carbohydrates and proteins, how do fats go through the digestion system then?
Well, fats go through the digestive system in a bit of a different way. There's no enzyme in the mouth that is involved with the process, and mechanically it doesn't make any really much difference because most fats are very smooth and soft. Think of avocados.
Sure.
There's a certain amount of fats in nuts and seeds, so we do need to chew those. There's in corn. But what happens with fats is we secrete bile is secreted and stored. Bile is secreted by the liver and it is stored in the gallbladder. And the gallbladder stores the bile and gets it to a very highly concentrated state and releases it at a meal to help you digest. And basically what it does is kind of emulsifies. It starts to separate and shake up. If you had to look at it, the fats would go creamy in a bottle. If you were shaking it to emulsifying, it wouldn't look like oil anymore. It would look white and milky. So it emulsifies. It starts to break it down because it needs to do that because it's basically this chemical reaction that's taking place so that you can use the fats in your body. And that way you can get your essential fatty acids. Carbohydrates are needed for cells. They're needed for brain function. They're needed for the central nervous system. And then your proteins are for repair and growth, and your fats, your entire hormonal endocrine system can't function without the essential fatty acids, and they are essential. Very often we'll find those fats in foods where we do have some carbohydrates, some proteins, for example.
And then fats, do they have a pH range of optimal digestion?
They're pretty kind of neutral. It's irrelevant. They don't specifically need a particular pH. Their digestive process is quite different. So you've got the three main groups, and that's what takes place. And the other things that are released are vitamins and minerals, and phytonutrients are released into the digestive tract. Fiber is not absorbed into the body, but it helps the digestive tract take place. We have a process called peristalsis, where food is moved through the digestive tract so that it can leave the body. The fiber can leave the body, and that peristalsis helps the food move. It's a muscular process. The muscles are actually contracting in the digestive tract or around the digestive tract to move the food along. But at the same time, that process is controlled by the endocrine system, as is the secretion of, for example, of hydrochloric acid in the stomach, which starts the protein digestion. Now, when we're under a lot of stress, our digestive tract doesn't work as well as it should because stress affects the endocrine system. We may not secrete enough hydrochloric acid, and so we're unable to digest protein very efficiently. And that's where taking something like a digestive enzyme, and the best one that I've used to date is one from AIM called Prepzymes, where you would use a digestive enzyme to actually help your body because you're simply not secreting enough. Other people that need digestive enzymes at every meal, they can't live without them. In fact, are people that have suffered from pancreatitis. They find their pancreas is quite weakened and not at a point where it's producing the digestive enzymes. That's where a lot of our digestive enzymes come from, is from the pancreas. And they're basically released in the duodenum, which is just before the small intestine. So if you've had pancreatitis, you're going to have to take digestive enzymes for the rest of your life. If you are under stress and you're not digesting your food very efficiently, it's a good idea to take digestive enzymes. We have people who've done a lot of damage to the digestive tract just from having eaten badly their whole life. A typical standard American diet, for example, could cause some damage to the digestive tract, and you may find that you're now 60 years old and you suffer from dyspepsia or indigestion and your food is not digesting very well. Rather than going and taking something to just kill the pain, it's not helping. You go and take an antacid, for example, it's not helping the process of digestion. It's just taking that acidic feeling away. You would be better off taking a digestive enzyme and better off taking something like a good quality intestinal flora, like Flora Food from AIM, to reintroduce the digestive bacteria, because digestive bacteria also make a lot of the B vitamins.